Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the LibTech Jamie Lynn'96. That's right, it's a throwback with old school technology in it. This board features good old-fashioned traditional camber, so from contact point to contact point you just have that arc of traditional camber. That's going to give you the load, pop, snap, and drive for this board. This board is available in 154 and 157. I rode this board at Arapahoe Basin on a sunny bluebird day with warmer temps. There was moderate to high winds, you had slush, chop, chunder, a little wind blown ice, perfect hero snow on the lower part of the mountain, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. That's right, it's got a predictable all-mountain freestyle flex to it, nothing mind-blowing here. Softer tips, and believe me, they are softer, and then about midway back from the contact points, it stiffens up through the middle. Once again, nothing mind-blowing here. The torsional flex matches that. It's very comparable. You don't have to worry about it. You can twist it when you need to. When it comes to stability, this board is damp. It's less lively and more damp. Yeah, you do get a little chatter out in the tips just with them being softer, but due to that dampness, it pretty much kills them off right underfoot. If you're gonna go charge into a hugely rutted out terrain, it might get kicked around, but those bigger, harder, body jarring hits, once again, almost completely dissipated right underfoot. This just allows you to charge harder with this board. With this board being traditional camber, you do have to load it up, and when you roll back on the tail and go to spring off of it, there is a slight delay. This means that you end up having to be more calculated with how you pop off of a side hit, a roller, a cat track gap, or if you're gonna ollie over that family of fat skiers. So basically, you're more calculated, you're gonna pop. Is it the snappiest board out there? No. Is it gonna launch you to the moon? No. Is it predictable in how much pop you're gonna get? Yes. It just has this consistency to it, like, oh, I've ridden this board, I know how I'm gonna pop. When it comes to jumps, the lip ends up doing a little bit more of the work. You notice that right away. Sure, you can load up and try to pop off of it, you're gonna get some boost, but the lip is really doing all the work here. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. This board's gonna be able to handle small, medium, even large-ish jumps, no questions asked, just because it's camber, the way it's designed, it's got that dampness to it, you don't have to worry about it when you come down in the landing. Alright, so remember when I said the tips were softer? Well, there's a sweet spot right around the contact point in the nose and the tail. This is where you want to leverage your weight into this board, and you're gonna push hard, and you're gonna feel it flex and lock in. Now once it's locked in, that's when the camber takes over and you feel it start to fight you. It wants to set itself back down. So be prepared that you're gonna have to kind of muscle your butters with this thing. You wanna go a little bit faster, find something a little bit steeper. Now when it comes to jibbing, I'm gonna ask you a question. Were you jibbing in 96? Because I doubt it. So anyways, with that said, it's not a jib board. Can it handle jibbing? Yeah. It's going to be fine. Basic tricks. Nose press, tail press, board sluts. That's really what it's going to do. That nose and tail sweet spot locks in. You feel it press, but the camber wants to fight you, which is going to give you that spring out of the end of the feature. Now when you go sideways, it only slightly cradles the feature. You never really feel like you're going to clap out, but you also notice that you're not doing a full-blown balance board act on top of it either. Basically, as I said, pretty standard jib tricks. That's what you got going for you with this. Good old-fashioned radial side cut. No magnet traction to give you any extra edge bite. All your skill level is relying on you and how sharp your edges are. Now you're going to notice that there is a very fluid edge-to-edge roll in this board. It just goes up on edge whether you're going toe or heel. You notice that it rolls in and it rolls right back out smoothly with this board. And when you decide to get aggressive and you try to just hammer a carve with it, it's going to let you because it's camber. But there are limitations. You will hit a wall with this, so you need to know what you can and can't do and when you can and can't do it. If you want to just try to rail carves all day, not going to let you. But when you need to lay one over and you're in a little steeper terrain and you're just going for it, yeah, don't worry about it. Short, tight, quick carves, medium, mellow carves, even long, hard, drawn out carves, it's going to be able to handle them. Just understand the limitations of this board. Once you learn where they are, you're not going to have a problem with it. It feels like turning an old school snowboard, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it has a different edge-to-edge engagement and it has a different power drive dynamic. Who's this board for? The old school snowboarder that likes traditional camber and radial side cuts. This is a throwback if ever I saw one. I mean, it's traditional camber, radial side cut, it's damp, it's a board that wants you to actually ride faster just because of the way it's built. You know, it's there. The Mervyn fanboys that love Jamie Lynn are gonna eat this thing up. And for everyone that's like, they don't make snowboards like they used to back in the late 90s, 2000s, so they're just camber with a good side cut. You know, this is it. It's right here. This is what you're looking for. You want to bitch and moan about all the new age technology, how everything's changing, this is what you need to be looking at. This just feels like a snowboard from like 96 to 2007. It just feels like it. You get on it and you're like, I've ridden this. I know what I'm gonna get. I know how it's gonna react. I don't have to worry about it. Comparable boards. The Public Dispute. The Rome Mod Stale. The Nitro Team. Binding recommendations. The Bent Metal Transfer. The Rome DOD. The Ride C8. This has been my review of the LibTech Jamie Lynn 96. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you gonna buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.